Hi, my name is Brian Cano, and thank you for visiting fitnessatlantic.com. I'd like to talk to you today about fitness shows, bodybuilding shows, opportunity. What does opportunity mean? Everybody in all these different federations that run shows always talk about exposure. What's the exposure mean? What's it going to do for you? What I like about the WBFF and this federation is that it talks about opportunity, creating opportunity. A lot of people I know, a lot of the athletes, have had some decent exposure. They've been on magazine covers, they've been in magazine spreads. Some of them have had endorsement contracts with supplement companies. Some of those supplement companies, you don't always know what their endorsement contract actually means. There's only been a few people I've known that have actually left their day jobs to do fitness full-time. And that's with like working booths and being a contracted, endorsed athlete. There's been a few people who have done that. Now, I don't know how much they make. I have no idea. I know that they are pretty much living their dream, what they want to do. I know that a lot of athletes that compete also want to be, they're in that line. They want to do that too. Now, there's also a lot of these magazines that know that everybody will be in a magazine for free. So it's not like they're writing out checks just because you're in a magazine. You do it for exposure. So exposure and opportunity are a little different, okay? Opportunity is great. You know, if you're on a cover of a magazine, that means you've had the opportunity to be on the cover of a magazine. What does that do for your career? Can you now go back to your day job and say that, okay, I quit because now I'm on a cover of a magazine and I'm going to be making all sorts of money being a fitness competitor competing in shows? That's kind of far-fetched. You want to look at it and say, you know, what is opportunity? What does that mean? What is exposure when these promoters are saying that to try to get you to compete in their events? So exposure usually has to do with fitness magazines. All right, so you have certain magazines that you could try to be in, get on the cover, write editorials for, or be in featured spreads. You want to go through that list and understand which are the magazines, who runs them, who owns them, how do you get in, who are the photographers, who do you need to shoot with, how is it to get in those magazines and get some marketability, all right? How are you going to market yourself, okay? You're going to, on the internet also, you can have your own website. You build that yourself, you add different photos to it, you do daily blogs, you get people to follow you to see what you're about, where you're going next. Main thing that I want to talk about is star power, and how do you create somebody that becomes really like your fitness star, this fitness celebrity? How do you become that person? A person that's actually draws money. And you can go to a show and there's a line because people want your signed 8x10. They want to see you. There's people there lined up to see you, and there are some people that do that. There's some people at the top of the fitness industry that become celebrities. One of the things I really like to talk to, I enjoyed talking to Paul Dillette about, because as a former professional, he was paid a lot of money to go out and guest pose at different events. He drew ticket sales because he was there. He was put on these flyers, and the promoters were able to go around to the people and say, hey, listen, this guy's coming. You got to buy a ticket because you want to see him. He had supplement endorsement contracts. People paid him. He also had a weeder contract from the federation that he worked for. These things don't always happen. They happen for a few people. Today it's different. We're getting your exposure, your opportunity, creating things for yourself. You have to look at every opportunity possible and how to guide your career. And it's nice to have someone like Paul Dillette who's been there, who you can ask advice and go to and say, well, this is the route I think you should take, because this one's going to be the most successful for you. And hopefully we'll take everybody on that same path and really show them what to do to make a difference and to have a successful career and go from one show to the next, and from each one that you're gaining titles and you're competing with and you're having fun, but you're also now building your career and there's possibilities. So when you look at opportunity, exposure, what it means. Take a look at what it really is. There's a lot of small magazines, I call things rinky-dink, they're very small. Are they going to change your career? Are they going to do things for you? Are competing in certain shows going to do things for you? If that's the decision that you're making and it's something that the promoters are always saying, we have the most opportunity, we have the most exposure, talk to athletes from that federation and see. Because there's a difference between how they market their show and what the athletes really believe. So this would be my video clip here about exposure opportunity. Talk to the athletes in that federation and see if they tell you that that's true. Okay, so see you on the next video, and thank you for watching.